Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mini Scroll, the daily internet culture podcast bringing you the biggest stories from social media, the creator economy, and the digital space every Monday through Thursday. I'm your host, Lauren Meisner, the founder of the youth digital media brand Centennial World. All right, guys, I just got off such an exciting interview. I interviewed one of the editors at Know Your Meme named Aiden Walker. He's going to be on the podcast on Friday for the deep dive because he is currently doing a series on TikTok diving into Skibbity Toilet. And we talked all things Gen Alpha, internet culture, meme culture, and of course, Skibbity Toilet. I needed to hear from an expert, an academic in the field who is studying Skibbity Toilet. I needed to hear what it's all about, why Gen Alpha is obsessed with it, why it became the biggest meme on the internet last year. So I'm really excited for you guys to hear that. It was a really good chat. He is just so knowledgeable. Anyways, it was a great chat. So let's dive right into the stories today because we have quite a few. So the first story is that the Hawk Tuah girl was pulled on stage with Zach Bryan. So if you've been on the internet over the past couple of days, chances are you've heard of the Hawk Tuah girl, whose real name is Haley Welsh. So she started going viral last week after she was interviewed in a Vox Pop style video by Tim and DTV. In the clip, she was asked, "What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?" To which she responded,
you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
As you might expect, the Hawk Tuah girl is most popular among straight men, with Alex Abad-Santos for Vox reporting that this demographic, quote, tends to be the fans of both funny noises and oral sex. Conventionally attractive women saying raunchy things have long been a pop culture fascination. Soon, rumors started spiraling that she had lost her job as a preschool teacher, which since turned out to be false. I have heard that nonstop all week, like, oh my God, did you hear she lost her job? That was first reported by like an Onion style, like a satirical publication. And I think people didn't know that they're a satirical publication. Anyways, another rumor even stated that she was going to be signed with United Talent Agency, but TMZ has since reported that this is not the case. Haley is carving out her own space in pop culture. Over the weekend, country singer Zach Bryan invited the Hawk Tuah girl on stage at his Nashville show during Revival, being the final song of the night. After singing the song with Zach, Haley gave the crowd a spirited Hawk Tuah before leaving the stage with the audience cheering. I mean, overall, the Hawk Tuah girl, she just demonstrates the potential of Vox Pop style interviews to go viral and, you know, how this is one of the latest ways for an average person to achieve online fame. Who knows if this can be leveraged into a long-term online presence? We haven't really seen that be the case with most of these like quick viral moments, but she seems to be milking it in a good way. Like she seems to be like taking advantage of the opportunities coming her way. So we'll see. She's kind of like the latest. I'm trying to think of like what another example is. I mean, she's kind of like the latest, like I'm looking for a man in finance type of meme girl, you know? These come around every once in a while. So let's see if she can parlay this into followers and maybe some type of career opportunities. Okay, the next story that I have for you guys. Internet users are reacting to James Charles ranting about the US presidential debate. So James Charles is going viral for a recent rant he posted on TikTok after watching the US presidential debate last week. The clip, which was posted to his spam TikTok account at James Charles Lol, James reacts to the debate and is very clearly outraged. He starts the video by saying,
"I need an Adderall prescription and it's not for me, it's for fucking Joe Biden, okay? That presidential debate was the most embarrassing fucking pathetic excuse for a television program I have ever seen in my life. How are these two 1,000-year-old fucking corpses our only two options for president? Ah!"
He goes on to express concern about Biden's competence, noting that he seemed to struggle to articulate his points. James also called out Donald Trump for lying through the entire debate. So many of James's points were valid, and a lot of viewers have expressed this in the comments section. However, he has started to receive some backlash, particularly after questioning some of Biden's remarks in the debate around Roe v. Wade. James questioned why Biden is promising to follow through with certain actions if he is reelected, pointing out that he is currently the president and should take these actions now.
Literally during that debate, somebody from his fucking team tweeted out saying, "If I get reelected, I will reinstate Roe versus Wade." Newsflash, Grandpa! You're the fucking president And it's gone because of you! Oh my God, what do you mean if you get reelected, you'll bring it back? Do it now!
So on Twitter, many users have started reposting this part of the video, characterizing James's take on the situation as incorrect and harmful. They are concerned that someone with this level of influence is spreading such opinions, especially since he has such a young audience, a demographic that needs to turn out for the Democratic Party in the election. These users have noted that overturning Roe v. Wade was largely due to Trump's presidency and his ability to appoint 3 conservative justices to the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, Biden and the Democratic Party have attempted to safeguard women's rights to abortion and healthcare through legislative efforts, but have struggled due to the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. Quote, "Why do you have all this smoke for Joe but no smoke for the one person who appointed 3 Supreme Court justices that rolled back Roe v. Wade?" One Twitter user named @2raw2real posted on X. So with all that being said, the main thing that people have taken away from this is like questioning if James understands how the US government works. And I'm going to say he probably does. I think that this video, like, I understand what people are saying. It's like he has such a big platform, and just to say that so loosely, to be like, you can control this, you can fix this, to Joe Biden, like as in you can fix this right now. I understand it's like fake news essentially, but I mean, this video was clearly him like freaking out. He was like so impassioned in this video, you know, not to absolutely defend him, but I feel like I don't think we should be taking what James said in this video as like fact or anything like that. I think it's very clearly a very emotional video for him that he just recorded like off the cuff in a panic. But I also understand he has a huge audience. He's a huge influencer. So it's just an example of like, you need to be careful what you say, what you put out there. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily indicate if James does or does not understand how the US government works. I think it's more just him having like a mental breakdown after watching that debate, which is relatable. Okay, and the last story that I have for you guys today is that Khaby Lame is to star in a new unscripted series called Khaby Is Coming to America. So Khaby Lame, TikTok's most followed creator, is starring in a limited 3-part series following Khaby across the United States, quote, in his quest to find a new home, diving into food, culture, and adventures with iconic celebrity guests. For context, Khaby was born in Senegal, but later moved to Italy with his family when he was a baby. On TikTok, he currently has more than 162 million followers. He joined the platform in March 2020 after losing his factory job in Italy at the height of the pandemic. Khaby first dabbled in trending dances and skits, which was, of course, the default content for most creators when initially creating videos. And since then, he has become known for his comedy sketches and reaction videos, which are typically without words. According to Todd Spangler for Variety, Khaby visits Miami, New Orleans, and New York in each episode and, quote, meets with celebrity guests David Beckham, Alicia Keys, Jon Batiste, and Stephen A. Smith, as well as local influencers. That is wild. Khaby meeting with Alicia Keys? David Beckham? I'm obsessed. In the same interview, Khaby revealed that the show is his, quote, training for my movie, suggesting that he is ready to pivot away from TikTok. Quote, I'm practicing acting more. I don't want to stay in social media all my life, he tells Spangler. My dream is to win an Oscar. Cute. And the series did premiere last Friday on Tubi. I feel like Khaby might be doing it right. There is so much discussion right now about the D'Amelios, for example, who, you know, just got all those followers, did everything so quickly and weren't careful, I suppose, about what they picked and chose? Whatever, you know what I mean. What they chose to go after, and their ventures feel very like random, like they just said yes to whatever came their way, and that's really diluted their brand and, you know, their engagement and all of that. Like, it's all suffering now because they weren't considered enough in terms of their longevity in the industry and their personal brand. And I understand that on one hand, because like, who knows where TikTok could be? I mean, it could be banned, like you kind of got to strike while the iron is hot, as they say. So I understand why they took all those opportunities and those initiatives to begin with and like make as much money as possible, like capitalize on this moment. Like, why would you not, right? But I think it'll be interesting to see where Khaby goes, because he is the most followed creator. And, it was him and Charlie like neck and neck for who was going to become the number one for a long time. And when he surpassed Charlie, it was a big deal. And I think it's interesting that he has just really stayed authentic to social media and has taken, 4 years to really venture into something different. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's it for Mini Scroll today. Thank you so much for listening. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe. It means so much that you guys keep coming back every day. I love you guys. And tomorrow will be the last episode of Let the Girls Game. Exciting. If you guys have liked the series, please leave us a comment on YouTube or Spotify. And yes, I will talk to you guys on Thursday. Okay, bye.